Warning, warning, spoiler alerts ahead, spoiler alerts ahead. If you don't want to be spoiled, get out now. Hello Marvel fans, Phil Parrish here for the Nuff Said podcast. Here's my review for some of the Marvel books that came out for the week of October 29th, 2014. Death of Wolverine, Deadpool and Captain America #1 is an issue that deals with the fallout from Wolverine's death. The now elderly Steve Rogers enlists the help of Deadpool to retrieve a dagger that had stabbed Wolverine. Steve believes that one of the many organizations such as Hydra or the Dark Ninja group The Hand would try to clone Wolverine and use him as a soldier for evil. The issue ends with Steve entrusting Deadpool to dispose of the dagger. Deadpool sits and contemplates if he should clone Wolverine and bring him back to his friends. All New X-Men 33 continues the storyline from the past few months. If you don't know, the All New X-Men book focuses on the original 5 X-Men, Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Beast, Iceman, and Angel as they are teenagers. Hoping to talk some sense into the present-day Cyclops, the present-day Beast pulled the original X-Men out of the past early in their careers and brought them forward to our present. Confused yet? The current storyline features the original time-displaced X-Men as they struggle to escape the Ultimate Marvel universe. Jean Grey has to get through the Miles Morales Spider-Man and that universe's X-Men. Guardians of the Galaxy 20 features the final part of the story of what happened to Richard Rider, the original Nova of Earth. Nova, Star-Lord, Drax, and Thanos had been trapped in an alternate universe prior to the current Guardians of the Galaxy series. This universe was known as the Cancerverse, and all of its inhabitants were pure evil. After a battle with the Cancerverse's evil Avengers, Nova uses the Cosmic Cube and his own Nova Force to send the others home, but this leaves him stranded in the Cancerverse with no way home and his fate unknown. Fantastic Four 12 delves deeper into the conspiracy against the Fantastic Four. Someone is pulling heroes and villains out of the Franklin Richards created Heroes Reborn universe and sending them to attempt to kill the Fantastic Four. The issue ends with Reed Richards seeming to discover the mastermind as the Heroes Reborn Iron Man is about to kill him. Wolverine and the X-Men #11 is the final part of the Death of Wolverine crossover in the last issue of this series. We see Wolverine's reporter ex-girlfriend speaking to several of the X-Men as she attempts to get material for the book she's writing about his life. This series is getting rebooted because of Wolverine's death. Be on the lookout soon for Spider-Man and the X-Men #1. Nova 22 features a cute little tale of the young Sam Alexander Nova going trick-or-treating with some of the students of the Jean Grey School. Elektra #7 is the second part of a new story arc as we see Elektra attempt to save the aging assassin Cape Crow by striking first against his attackers, the New Orleans Assassins Guild. But to get to them, she first has to defeat Lady Bullseye. Now for a new segment of my review. From time to time, I'm going to review past issues of certain books. This could be years or decades old, or even as this week's is, only a few months old. It's time for a Marvel Flashback. This time I'm going to play catch up and review all of the Captain Marvel issues of this current series up to this point. Once again, for the uninformed, Captain Marvel is Carol Danvers, once an Air Force captain who got caught between the original Captain Marvel, the alien Kree race, and one of his enemies. An energy explosion copied certain parts of the alien captain's DNA on the Carols. She developed the powers of flight, strength, and of energy blasts. She operated for years under the identity of Miss Marvel on and off Earth. Eventually, years after the original's death, Carol took the name of Captain Marvel to honor her predecessor, who had become her friend. This brings us to the present and Captain Marvel #1. After an alien girl's ship crashes on Earth, Iron Man decides the Avengers need a presence in outer space, maybe a rotating assignment for different Avengers. First on his list, Captain Marvel. Carol tells James Rhodes, who you may know as War Machine and Iron Patriot, who she has been seeing romantically, that she has to go on this assignment and figure her life out along the way. Captain Marvel issues 2 through 6 feature Carol taking the alien girl who wants to be her sidekick back to her people. What Carol finds is the alien dictator, Jay's son, who is Star-Lord's father, attempting to kick the girl's people off their planet so he can mine the vibranium that is under the planet's surface so he can build an invincible fleet of warships. What happens? Captain Marvel kicks some butt. Captain Marvel issues 7 and 8, guest star Rocket Raccoon. Rocket tried to tell Carol that her pet cat Chewie is actually an alien. Carol didn't believe him until Chewie starts to lay eggs and an alien swarm comes to steal Chewie, believing her to be the last of her kind. Fun and mayhem ensue. Well, that's it for this week. Any classic Marvel stories you want me to review, email me at nightwingpdp@gmail.com. Until next week, enough said.